Hey y'all, I just kind of want to do a tour, I guess, of the main island here that we have. Um, our starting island is pretty safe. There's a river that goes in between the whole thing and this little bay here where we keep our ships. It's mostly just meadows and black forest, so there's nothing dangerous really that can really kill us on the main island that we started on. Yeah, so I'll start here at the dock. We kind of built this on the fly, so everything's kind of, I guess, like experimentation on building mostly. All the buildings you'll see is kind of like just us testing out like what limits we can build to, or like how to build things mostly. So yeah, here's the dock. There's a fence we built because there's some grayling spawns over there that come in and they try to kill us, or they kill our ships here. They destroyed maybe 6 rafts before, so that was annoying. Here's a boar that we tamed. Guess he got out. Yeah, this is the dock. Let's see. There's that. Here's like the first house that I made in this build, or in this world. It's kind of a mess. You can see it's a lot of it's mostly experimentation on how to build. This one's kind of a circle build I tried to make. It ended up being like a farm for the piggies. It did kind of fall apart at the top there. And yeah, it's kind of rebuilt. We kept the pigs over here. And they're there. I didn't know if they would get aggro if we like killed one of them in front of the others, so I had made this separate area for like a slaughterhouse kind of thing. And then leave here. This is kind of where I tamed them the first time around, where I got them trapped in this little house fence area, and then I throw berries over there at the start. It's kind of hasn't really changed much from what we built. This is the first house I made. You can see it's kind of like a mess. I didn't know you could like level the ground or raise the ground at that point. So I kind of just like built all these pillars and like arches and stuff to like keep the building from falling apart. And I didn't know that there was like a weight limit to like how high you could build in this game. So this part kept falling apart. It was red all the way through until like I stacked the bottom of this area with pillars. And originally I had wanted this to be like an open concept area, but like just because of the game mechanics it wouldn't let me. So I had to put all of these pillars to hold the roof up there. Yeah, this is my original workshop that I made was here. Mostly just testing out like how to build a roof on this one. And then this is where I put the forge was here. And this is kind of like how I made coal before. I would like cook meat into burning them. I had the thing where you make coal here before and some smelters, but we ended up moving it to a different spot because it was just more convenient to smelt everything in a different area. Yeah, this is like the first part of the house that I made. It's kind of a mess. I didn't know you needed like a fire on your bed to sleep, so I built this fire thing in here under the bedroom. It's really, a lot of it's like experimentation, mostly for this first house, seeing what we could build. Yeah. The bottom part here is a bunch of storage underneath the house. Then the sleeping area is like in this little section here. Some treasure chests and beds, and then there's like a bedroom up here. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's been about 3 weeks that we've been building this whole area up. So yeah, this is kind of like my workshop in front of me, and then this is like the living quarters area for this this area, this building. Yeah, and then I guess I'll go through the other areas. I put the logs over here before. We like decimated the forest around here. There was so much trees. Now there's like a field. It's like an empty field. Anyway, so this is our farm. One of my friends is mostly in charge of it. He's been collecting bees and the carrots and all that. And he kind of makes the food for us mostly. And then my other friend made this whole section here. It's based on Irontown from Princess Mononoke. Where he kind of got inspired from. Yeah. This is the smelting area that he made. It's pretty neat and clean. It's nice. I remember he was struggling a bit at the beginning because things were just not snapping together. We were just getting used to the controls and we were all just figuring it out. This place has been rebuilt a few times. It's a lot cleaner now than before. It's definitely a lot bigger now too. This place used to be covered with like fires, so it would cause lag in this area. Because they really like the lighting from the fire instead of like those torches. So you can see like spots where it's just for fire to like make light. And then this is where we made the mead. The brewery's here. We didn't know that one mead makes like 10, like a mead base makes like 10 or 6 mead things, so we made a whole bunch of these. It's a lot. It's kind of just like a stairway here over to the upper parts. I think their sleeping quarters are over here. This is a different area that from the one I made. So 3 of my friends mostly just stay in this huge area, but we kind of use it for the workshop mostly. And then another one of my friends joined a bit later, started building up here. He's in a little town here. It's pretty cool. This house up here, I think it's this one or this one, I'm not sure which one it was, but it was kind of like the first structure we came across and had like the bee in it. It's kind of interesting to see how far we've come from there just being like one structure here to like this huge village down there now. Yeah, it's pretty fun. And yeah, it used to be all forest and now it's like an open field. So yeah, so there's that for the most part. And then we kind of built this little training ground so we can train on the rocks here. It's trying to make a shelter so we don't get tired as easily from the game. Let's see, the other areas too. Oh, one of our friends also figured out that you could use the keys as like a light source. It's pretty cool. It has like this eerie glow. And I'm just gonna show you guys the teleporter area at the end here. Oh, it's a bit of lag there. So yeah, this is our little teleporter hut. It's supposed to look like a rose from above and from underneath. It's a little... This took me about 3 hours to make just because of like the shape of it. It was insane getting it to work without falling apart. Yeah, all of our teleporters are here. For the most part, we've kind of not explored the sea that much, so I think we're mostly like in the middle of the map still. Yeah, it's a pretty cool looking thing that we made. There's fire inside here. I put a bunch of workbenches on the underside of this so we can still repair the building without there being like a workbench just out in the open. Yeah, there's the ceiling. Oh, Oh shoot. What's that? I notice there's like a lot of seagulls that grow on top of, or like they spawn on top of this building a lot. And I also built this side up like a cliff because the greylings spawn like right here, and it was annoying because they would always attack the teleporters on this side. But now they're fully blocked off, which is nice. Yeah, and that's most part, like mostly what our base looks like now. It's been 3 weeks, and this is where we are. Awesome. Alright, thanks for watching. See you guys.